outage here in Southern California tonight, and there is no power. So if someone says, I can't see you, can you turn on the light, LALATE? There's actually a power outage. So in the true spirit of the show must go on, I'm here and you're here, but the light's gone. And you can at least give me some bacon. This is Evenings LLA. I guess we have connectivity, so that's good. I don't know what I have connectivity on, but I at least have here for you to see me. I'm being lit tonight by two flashlights and Nancy Pelosi's glow-in-the-dark hairstyle. But I'm glad that you joined me on a special Evenings LA broadcast. If you join as a Purple Power member in this chat, I can actually see that, so that's good. This I can see your chat messages. I just don't want to look into the flashlights because I will be blinded by tomorrow morning. This is Evenings LA. I'm going to be giving you an update. I think this is the only video I'll be able to do for the rest of the evening, so there will not be a double header tonight. This will be Evenings Check and a third stimulus put together because I don't think the power will be restored by then, and I don't know if I know how to go live with another without any power. So let's try this one as the only one for now. This is Evenings LA. Big updates across the board for your second stimulus check, your third stimulus check, and your Dracula check. Dracula is in the third stimulus package, and it's tonight's video. I'll explain to you how you can get the spooky stimulus. And yes, you have candles. I do have candles, but they're not really helping. Uh, there's Wanda becoming a power member. Can you bring me some power? Well, everyone welcome Juan to the room for becoming a Purple Power member, but the power's been killed by someone other than the Purple Power tonight. So everyone welcome Juan to the room. Yeah, I do have candles, but it's like, I can't keep them on my shoulder or something. This is sort of silly. But here I am. Uh, you need a generator. Yeah, thank you. The stimulus check didn't come. That's why there's no generator. uh, would welcome. Oh, Desiree, did Desiree just join? I didn't see her. I mean, this now I have a reason why I have an excuse that I can't see someone that joins the chat because I can't see it. Oh, there's Desiree. Wow, so Desiree upgraded to Purple Power member. Desiree, can you tell the power company to turn the power back on also? Thank you, Desiree, for becoming a Purple Power member. Wait, was there someone else that's there? Oh, there's Terry Rogers. Thank you, Terry, for becoming a Purple Hawk. I mean, the good news is I can see you. I don't know if you can see me. The IG room that we're simulcast on, for some reason, the lighting there is better. Let me try something here. Let's do it like this. No, that's no better. For some reason, the Instagram room, I'm more lit than the YouTube room. So welcome, Terry, to becoming a Purple Mauer. If you if you're just joining me, there's no power. Stimulus bill hasn't come, so power's off. But thank you for joining me. It's mood lighting. Yeah, it's moody lighting. It's Ghostbusters. It's a spooky stimulus. This is a spooky stimulus update with your Dracula, and there's allocations for blood under the stimulus package. Oh my goodness. In tonight's recording, I'm going to give you an update about your second stimulus check, your third stimulus check, and as much stimulus as I can give you before I lose connectivity with this. I have no idea how I'm even connected to the Wi-Fi. I have no idea what I'm even connected to at this point because there is no Wi-Fi. So yeah, I need to, can the volunteers help give me some utilities assistance right away? Need some utilities on this channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that alert button. Like this video if you can find the like button. I can't find the like button. Thank you, Larry, for becoming a Purple Power member. I can't find the like button because I have no power. And if you've not become a member, you can see that in the pinned comment. Thank goodness I was able to get the feed right before the power was killed. To become a member, it's in the pinned comment to this video at the top of the chat and also in the description. In tonight's video, I'm going to go over what's happening with your second stimulus check, your third stimulus package tomorrow, the executive orders, and the SSI. I don't know why I'm trying to lean forward. Like that really helps. So let me just sort of sit back. Yeah, actually, I've done, if you've been with me for a while, I actually did a recording one time in the darkness outside. It started light and the light dropped really quickly. So I actually had a show once outside in the darkness, and it was hysterical. It was just very spooky. Yeah, I'm looking for bacon in the darkness. I can't find it. So we need some s'mores. The big update is that Joe Biden signed this afternoon 17 executive orders, of which three are for you. Those three executive orders for you were as predicted for this channel. Executive order for eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, and student loan debt moratorium. The eviction moratorium is the extension of the CDC, which has been on the books since about October. It's a CDC eviction moratorium. It's extended now to March. It was currently on the books till January. So if you need that eviction moratorium, go to the Centers for Disease Control and download the form. The eviction moratorium announced today is also extended to about March. I do not have a copy of it, not only because there's no power, but because I guess the White House has no power because their website was down today. So you actually could not access any executive orders as of this afternoon. The executive order is believed to be only for federally backed mortgages, and the final one was a student loan debt moratorium, and that is to give you a break on paying your student loan debt, both principal and interest, till September. So those were of the 17 executive orders today. And now I don't see any chats on the screen. Oh, there they are. I was worried I lost connectivity. So what's going on across the other side of the pond? Well, first stimulus is heating up as SBA is now paying the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant. And that $10,000 EIDL grant is what I'm going to go over now. Then I'm going to get to second stimulus like missing checks. Brandon, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone, welcome Brandon to the room. Thank you, Brandon, for becoming a Purple Hawk. If you're just joining me and wondering why is this wacko in the darkness, it's not to create a mood. It's not to become Dracula. It's because there actually is no power. The power has been killed, and I did still have a feed somehow, so I figured I would go on live with you. So everyone, welcome Brandon to the family. Thank you, Brandon, for becoming a Purple Power member. Everyone, welcome Brandon to the family. Uh, the the uh, the shocking developments out of the SBA is that they're paying the remainder of $10,000 EIDL grant, as I had told you they would do for a couple months. The way they're doing the following is they are paying grants to 2020 applicants who uh, got their application on file and either got a part of the grant or got none of the grant. What they're doing is they're running your zip code and they're checking if that zip code's in a low income community. Thank you, Tatum, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone, welcome Tatum to the room. Thank you, Tatum. Thank you for joining this community. And sorry, there's no power tonight, but I can see you, so I really appreciate you joining me on a spooky night, Halloween in January. Everyone, welcome Tatum to the room. What they're going to do is run the zip code on your business and see if you're in a low income community. Oh, then was Manuel. That flew just a second. Manuel, welcome Manuel to the room. Hello, Manuel. Manuel Valdez. Mucho gusto. Welcome to the room, Manuel. Really exciting. The EIDL grants are going to be paid based upon that zip code if it's a low income community. They're going to reach out to you via email at sba.gov and ask you to provide a release for them to get your IRS tax return, and then offer proof that your business had a decline in activity. Watch for that sba.gov email in the next few days. It may land in your spam folder, so watch for that as well. All right, now let's turn to the second stimulus package. Now at the 9-minute mark. At the 9-minute mark, the remainder of items unpaid under the second stimulus package are going to get paid. What's going on? There's about 12 items in the second stimulus package, and about 75% of them have not been paid. Like the utilities one. Utilities is one of the items under the second stimulus package that has not been paid. And that's what Joe Biden is doing on day one through Friday. He's telling his cabinet members, hey, you got to pay these items that are unpaid. and you need to pay them right away. So what is he doing? First, the stimulus check. The good news on this missing second stimulus check is that some viewers saw it appear today. This is real progress. It's been weeks since I heard anyone see it appear, and now it's showing up today. A good number of viewers. So I want you to watch that mail today, tomorrow, and the day after. It may show up suddenly. That's the good news. Other than that, I do believe that Janet Yellen's been instructed to make sure that these stimulus checks go out to the viewers. 50% of the viewers have not seen this $600 stimulus check. $600 for individuals, double for married couples, and then $600 and then $600 for children. Nothing for adult dependents. Also, not gone live is the free internet. Said Wanda, I think it's I can't see it. I think it says Wanda. Exactly true. Wanda's true. The free internet, the child care, the free rent, the free utilities, all under the second stimulus package have not gone live. They're dead, like the power where I am tonight. Dead. And so Joe Biden saying, hey, get this money out. What's going on? So you're going to suddenly see the lack of power here and elsewhere change across this country. You're going to see the lack of stimulus from the second stimulus, like rent, utilities, and food, go out. Cassie, everyone welcome Cassie to the family. Welcome Cassie to becoming a part of this wonderful family. Everyone welcome Cassie. If you're just joining me at the 11-minute mark and wondering why am I in the darkness, there's been a power outage. But since I still had the feed, I was able to jump into the live chat. Margaret with the dancing pear. I'm dancing, but I don't know if you can see it. There, I'm sort of dancing. Jody as a purple hawk. I mean, I could do it this way. I just think it's so spooky. So this is your stimulus update tonight. Uh, yes, that's a little too spooky. So, just to give you some light. So everyone, welcome Jody to the chat. Dancing in the dark, dancing in the dark. That's a nice music video. Um, the Oh, that was another person. I just missed it. Oh my goodness. Brandon. Everyone welcome Brandon to the super chat. Everyone welcome Brandon to the family. Welcome, Brandon. Thank you for joining me on a night of darkness, which is turning to a night of brightness tomorrow. I love that. If I can only get tomorrow's recordings ready as well. The good news, and there is Marie. Everyone welcome Marie to the family. Hello, Marie. Thank you for becoming part of this incredible family. Yes, it's just, it's nights like this as you wonder, what is he doing? At the 12-minute mark, let me tell you what's going on. There's a power outage, and there's Deborah with the cat. Hey, Deborah. Everyone welcome Marie, and thank you, Deborah, for the cat. If you're just joining me at 12-minute mark, there's a power outage here in Southern California, and because of that power outage, I did have the feed set up, and so I was able to connect. I have no idea how I'm connecting, but I do have connectivity, which is actually quite good at the moment. And because of that, I figured I might as well go ahead with the feed. I don't know if I'm going to have two videos tonight or one. It's Krista with the dancing bear. Thank you with the dancing bear. Yeah, the dancing bear. Thank you. I don't want to move too much. I don't want to knock out any more power. There is Charnine. Thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. I really appreciate Charnine for this Purple Hawk. Sing Kumbaya. So, if you've not joined, click the join link in the description, top of the chat, or in the pinned comment to this video. What I've been going over so far is that under the executive orders of Joe Biden today, 17 of them, 3 of them were for you: eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, and student loan debt repayment. I'm now on to second stimulus, which is already law, and Joe Biden's instructing his cabinet members to send out the second stimulus that hasn't been paid. Rent, utilities, food. Some SNAP has not been paid. Some FPUC has not been paid. And the most obvious thing that has not been paid has been the stimulus check. So you're going to see the stimulus check start to roll out to people who haven't gotten it. People have been sending me this message. You heard somewhere that you filed this to do that. Hold off a second, because Janet Yellen certainly knows there's a problem. If she doesn't know there's a problem, you need to go on social media and tag her and say there's thousand people that have never seen this stimulus check. There's 1,000 people watching me in the darkness. That shows you the significance of no stimulus check landing people's accounts. I got my snap today, says nay nay. So that's good news. One viewer last night in Georgia said there was no stimulus where they were. Why am I in the dark? Because there's a power outage. Where are your candles? They're here, but let's see. You can see that one up there. Let's see. Let's see. We can do this one. We could put this one up here. I don't know if the. I think the YouTube room can see the candles. I could put one here. Yeah. Okay. The other candles don't have batteries in them. I should have had the batteries ready. No, this is more fun. Someone welcome the angels. Oh, welcome Angela. Sorry, I missed Angela. I turned around for a second. So welcome Angela to the family. Welcome Angela. So there is across second stimulus, all these unpaid items, rent, utilities, food, and more. And I want you to stay with me because these things are going to happen. Now, if you need rent right now, reach out to the volunteers. They're in the pinned comment to this video. The volunteers at news.la.com, they can help you get rent now without having to wait for second stimulus to roll out from Joe Biden or the onset of third stimulus. Yes, there's been a power outage if you're just joining me. So that's why I'm in the darkness, not to just be sort of silly. It tells a ghost story. We'll have some fun at the end of this video if I still have my voice. Elliot, you need some batteries. Well, I have flashlights on me. I mean, clearly I got some batteries. Uh, damn, this is horrible. All right, so let's cut to the third stimulus package. Under the third stimulus package, you're going to see this bill as early as tomorrow. And do you know what he went through? Yeah, I just went through. So which is, do you know what Joe Biden went through with his executive orders? I just went through what he went through with his executive orders. The other 14 of his 17 executive orders don't concern the viewers of this channel. They're not. I mean, they're not stimulus. They don't concern stimulus. So that's why I'm not bringing up the other 17 of other 14 to 17 stimulus. Oh, you use your flashlight on your cell phone. Yeah, that's a good idea. I used to do that as well. Let me do that. Thank you for that advice. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I can't look into it because it's really bright. Okay. So that was a good suggestion. Thank you for that suggestion. Uh, you know what? Let's do it this way. I just don't want to kill the camera. There we go. Oh, oh, great idea. Thank you. Thank you for that nice suggestion. Yes, thank you. Oh my goodness. That was actually what I used to do when I had the problems outside. When I was outside and the light was dropping too dark, I would use the camera, and I have no idea why I didn't think about that. So thank you. We do have light. Oh, and now I can use my script. Okay, so now I can refer to our PDFs. You have brown eyes. I do have brown eyes. Well, actually, Hazel. All right, so let's get to some business here, shall we? All right, let's pull up our PDFs. Um, your PDFs, if you're a member of this channel, I think you can see the PDFs. Let me bring them really close to the camera. So let's go over the third stimulus package items here tonight. The third stimulus package items will really, really surprise you. And the great stuff with the point that I want to make with third stimulus package is that there's something in the third stimulus package that helps everyone. Um, One person keeps, and what's important to understand is that this is not a check tracking channel. I don't track where checks are in the mail or when they're coming or how they're coming. What I do is I get you thousands and thousands of dollars of money. As Iris said a few days ago, it's like a master class. Thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. It's like master class for stimulus. I try to get you thousands and thousands of dollars. So what I want you to understand is that there's a couple of different groups that the third stimulus package helps. The first group it helps is people with kids. Next group it helps is people who are hazard pay. Next group it helps is people who are low income individuals or low income families. And the last group it helps is businesses. So let me go through all four of those groups. You may be in multiple groups. You may be low income with a kid, or you may be business with a kid. So each of the groups has about four items of stimulus for each of those four groups. So let me go through each of them one at a time. First, families. Families will have a lot of stimulus in the third stimulus package, and I mean parents with kids. First, if you have a child under age 6, you'll get a $3,600 tax credit. Hey, Shelly, everyone welcome Shelly to the room. Welcome, Shelly. Everyone welcome Shelly to the room. If you have a child under age 6, you'll get a $3,600 tax credit. If you have a child under 17 years of age, you'll have a $3,000 tax credit. Now, what's a tax credit? How does it work? How does it operate? I'll go over that in just a second. Next, also, if you have a child, you'll get up to an $8,000 tax credit for child care. How does this work? 2002 for the Dancing Bear. Thank you for the Dancing Bear. I appreciate that, 2002. $8,000. How does that work? Well, if you have a child under age 13 and you have child care costs, you could deduct 50% of your child care costs up to $4,000. If you have multiple kids, you can deduct it up to $8,000. This is in addition to the last thing I just said. Imagine a child care tax credit of $8,000 on top of the $3,000 I just told you. Okay, that's for people with children. Now let me turn to people on hazard pay, with hazard pay. You're going to see three types of hazard pay in the third stimulus package bill. The first type of hazard pay is public sector hazard pay. The next one is private sector hazard pay, of which we don't know anything yet about. We don't know who, how much, when. As soon as that bill hits, you're going to see me really going through all this detail. And finally, we don't have any information about, excuse me, on the third hazard pay, we do have information. If you are an essential worker and make less than $21,000 a year, you will get a $1,500 tax credit. I'll say that again. If you are a hazard pay worker, essential worker, and you make less than $21,000 a year, you will get a $1,500 tax credit. Wow. Okay, so now let me go over what I'm referring to when I say tax credit. This is really incredible. A tax credit means that when you prepare a tax return and you have line items 0, 0, 0, let's say you have zeros or negatives 0, 0, 0, 0. When you get to the very end, then if it's zeros and you have a tax credit come in, well, at that point, you're going to have a massive tax refund. That tax credit will turn into a refund. And that's why it's really important to understand this is moolah. This is massive moolah. And so if I can get you an $8,000 tax credit on a tax return that has zeros, it means you can get $8,000. Or if I get you three or more, you're going to get that. So let's go back to those families. $3,000 for a kid, $8,000 for childcare, $11,000 tax credit, that's $11,000. Okay, so the next two questions I always get right after that is one, I don't file tax returns, or two, I already did file my tax return. What do I do? The answers are very, very simple. First, the rules are if you don't have to file a tax return, you can voluntarily file a tax return to trigger that tax credit. So if you're on SSI and SSDI and you're watching this video and you're like, I don't file tax returns because I don't make enough money, then what you could do is still file a tax return. There's nothing prohibiting you to file a tax return, even when you don't have to file a tax return. Next, if you did file a tax return, you can always amend the tax return. Don't amend it yet. It's not law yet. Emoji, it's not law yet. So that's what's important to understand. These tax credits are big money for a lot of people. Now, let's go to the next group. The next group is a non-filer. What about the non-filer? That's a great question. Non-filer filing does nothing for you. Non-filer filing does nothing for it. All it does is says, hi, here I am, this is my address. You have to actually file a tax return. And I know, and I was helping two people last night on Facebook in the middle of the night, and both of them don't file tax returns usually. And they understood, yes, this might be the year they file a tax return to trigger that return. And I know I'm starting to see the comments. I don't usually file tax returns. I don't usually file tax returns. I don't file tax returns. I don't file. I got it. This may be the year you're going to file a tax return because you want that trigger. You want that item to hit. If you don't want the item, then you don't get it. Purple power lights. I love that, Sandy. I appreciate it. All right. And then if you did file a tax return and you're hearing it like, oh, darn, I already filed the tax return, don't worry. You can always do an amended return, but we're not there yet. All right, so now let's go to the next thing. The next thing is the next group is businesses. Businesses will have both grants and loans under the third stimulus package. The business grants will likely, but we don't know for sure yet, may likely not have nothing to do with what happened in 2020. So if you got $1,000 for an EIDL grant in 2020, don't take yourself out of consideration for a grant under the third stimulus package. Stay with me because we have to see the language. It may not even be called EIDL grant. That's the first thing. Second, the third stimulus package will have loans in there, and the loans won't require you to have a business pre-existing. It's a loan to go start a new business. And this is very, very exciting. Usually you don't see things like this. Thank you, Adriana, for the dancing bear. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the dancing bear. If you're just joining the room, the reason why I'm looking so strange tonight is their power outage. One viewer reminded me to use an extra cell phone to get some light on the face. And yeah, I look like the devil incarnated in Instagram. But at least you can see me. There's some candles blowing back there. But at least you can see me. We started very dark, then we got a little bit brighter. No purple candles though. All right, the next group is after businesses. Adriana, again for the super chat. I really appreciate that. The next question is the next group is after the businesses is the low income. Low income. Wait a second. If there's one thing uh, with a guy that has no power outage, don't test me. There's a power outage. Don't test me. Don't post in don't post in the chat. I heard somewhere else. I mean, really, I just come on now. Don't start that with me. I heard that the loan needs a high credit score. How do you know? No one's even seen the loan. That's the most ridiculous comment ever. Brandon, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Uh, it's like, come on. Uh, the So the next thing is the low income. So the low income is has a lot of things in the stimulus, the third stimulus. The first thing in the low income is the rent. The next one is the utilities. The next one is the food. And then the one after that, let me see if I can see my pages in the middle of the darkness here. The childcare and the SNAP. So for low income, you can get SNAP, rent, utilities, internet, and childcare. 5 items. And that's just if it's just you. I'm not even talking whether you have a child or not. This is incredible, great news. Um, Really, really incredible, great news. All right, next. Uh, the item after that, the last group that I want to go after that is, did I cover it all? We did hazard pay. Oh, small and families, businesses, and finally, employed people. Employed people, you'll have three things. You'll have the FPUC, you will have the UI, and you'll have also the PUA. But you'll also have all the hazard pay items. Suddenly, you see that there's going to be multiple groups but you will be potentially in several of the groups. So let's say you're low income but also have kids, you'll trigger two things. Or let's say you are a business owner but also have kids, you'll also trigger. And there you go. So much deliciousness in this third stimulus package. There's Sandy with the comments, with the delicious emojis. What a night it is. Really exciting, great news. If you're just joining me at the 29-minute mark, there has been a power outage, and that is what's going on. Let me answer some of your questions. Denise said, "Is the $1,400 coming on Monday?" Let me go over this. This is the third stimulus package. It requires to be a bill. It's not an introduced bill as of tonight. Then it has to become voted. Then it has to be introduced to the House. Then it has to be voted upon. Then it has to be sent to the president. Then it has to be mailed. So no, it's not going to be coming. No, there's no stimulus. There's no money from the third stimulus package coming to anyone in the next 48 hours. It just that's not how laws work. It takes a little time for money to come from laws to your hands. That's the first thing. Uh, Colette, thank you for the super chat. Um, Internet is on Snap. I love that. Oh my goodness. Will the president do executive orders? No, he's not going to do executive orders for stimulus. No, he's not going to do executive orders for stimulus. You have bills for stimulus. And so what I want you to understand is that um, what I want you to understand is that the reason why, oh my goodness, that looks weird. The reason why I prepare a PDF is I'm going through the items for you that are going to be in the third stimulus package. These are the items that are in the third stimulus package. So it's not going to be a situation in which we have to reinvent the wheel. So this is where things are. Don't assume they're going to be somewhere else. And that is what's happening. Finally, after this, what is the tax credit for a 6-year-old? Great question, Blair. So the tax credit for a 6-year-old is $3,600. Oh, excuse me. Well, it says $3,600 for a child under 6, so it might be $3,000. Great questions. Thank you, Shirley, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone, welcome Shirley to the room. Adult dependents will get a $3,200 stimulus check to answer that person's question. It is retro in sense because it's paying you two past due checks of stimulus you not gotten paid. $3,200 of adult will be given as a stimulus check for adult dependents, and it will be retro. Yes, great question. Jackie, thank you for Jackie for coming to Purple Power. Everyone, welcome Jackie to the room. I saw a question fly and then I couldn't see it. So then after is the tax credit per child, Helen? So that's a great question. Well, there's two tax credits for children. There's the child tax credit and the child care tax credit. The child tax credit is per child. Yes, great question. So after the third stimulus package, then we'll be going into what it will be SSI and SSDI as a standalone bill. There will be the $10,000 of student loan debt repayment. There'll be the teachers, and there'll be the railroads, except the railroads, the highways. And what I've been telling viewers across the videos today is that thank you, Brenda, for the super chat. Really wonderful. What I've been telling viewers across the board today is I don't want you to wait for something in the future when you can get something now. That's what's incredible, great news, and I think I've gotten viewers used to that. I had a great chat with someone on private message last night, understanding. Don't wait for that SSI and SSDI thing to happen in February when I can get you a lot of stimulus in the third stimulus package. So now the 33-minute mark, let me give you the big update where we are across the board. Really incredible, great, exciting news. Did President Biden sign executive orders of stimulus? He did. Let me give you the update. It's now 1,600 people in the room on a night in which there's no power. That's why I appear as I do tonight. There's been a power outage across Southern California. So the updates as you sit here tonight is that Joe Biden did sign those executive orders a couple hours ago. Those executive orders were 17 in total, of which 3 Margie for the cat. Thank you for the cat. And there's Keith. Thank you, Keith, for becoming a Purple Hawk. 17 executive orders were signed by Joe Biden into law. What are they? Before I get to them, please subscribe, hit the alert button, like this video, and become a member like Keith had just did. To become a member, it's in the pinned comment of this video, in the description, or at the top of the chat. The big breaking news as you sit here tonight is that Joe Biden did sign 17 executive orders, of which 3 were about you for stimulus, as predicted: eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, and student loan debt forgiveness. Next up is that Joe Biden is going to order all his cabinet members, or instruct all his cabinet members, to send out stimulus that is unpaid from prior stimulus packages. What's unpaid? Patty, thank you for becoming a Purple Power. Wow, everyone, welcome Patty to the room. What's unpaid is first, EIDL grants under CARES Act 1. They're starting them. They're paying EIDL grants, the $10,000 to, and there's Troy. Everyone welcome Troy for becoming a Purple Hawk. They're paying out EIDL grants, the $10,000 to 2020 applicants. It doesn't matter if you're approved for a loan, denied for a loan, had no credit for a loan, not collateralized for a loan. Loan has nothing to do with it. Rather, it's only 2 factors. Hey, Brenda, thank you for the dancing bear. The dancing bear, thank you, Brenda. The most important things to understand about the EIDL payments are that you applied in 2020, you got 0 or you got $1,000 per employee, and that they're going to run your zip code and see if that zip code is in a low-income community. If it is, they're going to send you an email from sba.gov asking you to, if you want to proceed with the process to get the remainder of the $10,000 EIDL grant. There's nothing for you to do. You do not reach out to them. You cannot apply for it. There's no new applications for new 2020-11 applications yet. But the good news is that if you're not a low-income individual, then they're going to get to the non-low-income applicants from 2020 next, just not right this moment. That's the second thing that happened today. Deborah, hey Deborah, thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. Everyone, welcome Deborah to the room. If you're just joining me, the reason why I look like this is there's been a power outage in Southern California. The next one is the second stimulus items. The second stimulus items will be instructed to be sent out for each respective cabinet member. So, $600 stimulus check. Some viewers have still not gotten. 50% of this channel have not gotten the $600 stimulus check. So they're going to take care of that. Treasury. The good news is that about, I don't know, maybe 7 to 12 viewers reported getting this check today, which was really good. Thank you, Michelle, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. And there's Deshay for becoming a Purple Hawk. Wow, Deshay. Thank you. What a beautiful name. Everyone welcome Deshay to the room. Everyone welcome Deshay to the room. The second stimulus items that are unpaid are rent, utilities, free internet, and free childcare, and also the stimulus check. So they're going to get these things paid out that aren't being paid. You don't have to do anything. They just got to get this money to go out. How much? Some of the comments are flying. I can't even see them tonight. How much income do you have to make regarding taxes to get the $3,000 per child? Nothing. Nothing. When you hear me say something, that the reason why there's nothing else I'm saying, because there's nothing else to report. That is it. That is it. When I report things and there's nothing else to report, that is all the information I have. If you're a member, then you have access to this PDF, and you can read for it yourself on the PDF. And there you go. The next item is third stimulus. Tomorrow you may see, hey Mimi, welcome Mimi to the family. What a beautiful name. And she's a Purple Hawk. So everyone welcome Mimi to the family. Third stimulus will be introduced tomorrow. And when we see third stimulus, you're going to see a lot of things that we got to learn about. We're going to have to learn about who's for hazard pay, who's eligible, how much, how do you apply, what's the calculation, the business grants, how much, how do you apply, who's eligible. There is Deborah Lynn. Wow, it flew there. Deborah Lynn. Hey, Deborah Lynn, thank you for coming to the family. I appreciate it. And but some items on the third stimulus package we already know about. Oh, Janet, for the dancing pair, I really appreciate it. The dancing pair, wow. Some of the items we already know about under the third stimulus package. And curious, what about the adult dependents get stimulus? Where did it go? Um, Adult dependents never got stimulus until Biden's bill coming tomorrow, Regina, and it'll be $3,200. Great question. So, under the third stimulus package, there's going to be some really delicious things. Paid sick leave, which I haven't gone over yet in this video. $1,700 for a college student. Child care tax credit, $3,000 or $3,600. A hazard pay $1,500 tax credit, child care tax credit for $8,000. So let me end with the paid sick leave, which I haven't gone over. The paid sick leave. What about 17-year-old stimulus? So, yes, child tax credit for 17-year-olds of $3,000. Yeah, so if you're a parent, you can get a $3,000 tax credit for the child care. That's in addition to the child getting a stimulus check as well. Longtime LA viewer, I want to thank you for all you do. Q D just butchered that. Cube. Well, thank you, Cube, for the very, very nice super chat. So yeah, you want to claim the child on your tax return, and so you'll get $3,000 for the claiming of tax credit, and the child will get a stimulus check. Jer, Jer, uh, Jermon for the super chat, I appreciate it. Next, let's go to the paid sick leave. Paid sick leave, $1,400. Um, oh God. Uh, Sip de Bog 007. One of the things that it's important to understand is that, when we have a community, we all talk to everyone with respect and politeness, and we welcome everyone. Everyone welcome Chip Dog 007. Everyone welcome Chip Dog 007. It's very, very important that everyone in this community talks with respect to one another, that everyone is respectful to everyone, everyone chats with everyone respectfully. Becoming a member involves talking to people with kindness and respect. Everyone welcome Anita to the family, Anita Saxton. Everyone welcome Anita. So when someone comes into the room, like Anita, you welcome them, especially, and Chip, if I'm looking down a script and I miss them, I want to make sure you welcome them, because that's the spirit of this channel. Everyone talking to everyone very, very kindly. Just a few seconds before Chip came in the room, someone said, I heard that we're not getting anything until March. I heard that we aren't getting anything until April. I don't want that in here. So if that is what your universe is, please don't come in here. That's not the universe of what you heard at the water cooler. I don't want that universe in here, and I really would ask people not bring that in universe of negativity, false information, and conjecture into this chat. So if that is you, please leave. Brenda, love the hair tonight. Can you see the hair, Brenda? So someone just kept on saying 3 times, I heard this and I heard that. Just leave if you all you want to hear is hear things, then just leave, because what your information is wrong, first of all. And if you want to come in and talk about other stuff, then just get out of here. It's really disconcerting, and it's not the spirit of this community to come in here and just trash the host or be negative. So please just get out of here. So let me go back to where I was with the paid sick leave. You need to send the moth after them, I do. Oh my goodness. Good moth sick, that's moth on them. So the paid sick leave. The paid sick leave, let me get to it. $1,400 for 4 types of people. $1,400 a week. The first one is if the child has to stay home because the school is closed and you have to stay home and take care of the child. The child is healthy, you're healthy, but the school is closed. Paid sick leave, up to $1,400 a week for you. Hey, Golden Child, welcome Golden Child to the family. Everyone welcome Golden Child to the family. So the child has to stay home because the school is closed, You're healthy, the child's healthy, up to $1,400 a week. Crystal, everyone welcome Crystal to the family. Welcome Crystal and Golden Child. Next, if a family member has COVID and you have to take care of that family member, up to $1,400 a week for that. Third, if you've been exposed to COVID and have to quarantine but don't have it, up to $1,400 a week for you as well. Finally, you have COVID, $1,400 a week. So how do you get this? How do you calculate this $1,400 a week? It's very simple. Milton, oh, it flew. Milton Gar, Purple Power. Everyone, welcome Milton to the family. Welcome Milton. Welcome Milton to the family. How do you get this? How do you get this? How do you calculate this? This paid sick leave? It is based upon your 2019 earnings. $73,000 is the benchmark. So if you made less than $1,700, then you get less than $1,400 a week. If you made more than 73,000 2019, then you'll still only get $1,400 a week. It's a lot of money. It's something that is unique to the stimulus package, the third stimulus package. So suddenly we're back to where we started early in the video, where I talked about you have a child, and then you're also low income, and you're also on hazard pay, and you also do hazard pay. Imagine you're on hazard pay, you make less than $21,000 a year. You're going to get $1,500 tax credit. Let's do the second one. And you're low income. You're going to get rent, utilities, food, SNAP. Okay, we're up to 6 items. And you have a child. Okay, let's say you have 2 children. 3,000, 3,000. Okay, we're up to 8 items. Oh, and then the child had to stay home. $1,400 a week, approximately. We're up to 9 items in just 10 seconds. Do you know how much stimulus I just gave you in 9 items? I gave you almost like $15,000 of stimulus right there. Jonathan, welcome to becoming a Purple Hawk. Welcome, Jonathan, for becoming a Purple Hawk. What a big night it is. So suddenly you see how all this massive stimulus just ramps up very, 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 very quickly. The most important thing, eligibility. Are you eligible or you're not eligible? And that is what we're going to be going over as soon as we see the bill. Remember, it's not bill yet. It's not a law yet. You can't get the money yet. It's not something you can apply for. We don't see the universe of eligibility completely. We'll see it when we have the bill. And there you are with 40 minutes of the room, and I stayed live the entire way. I don't know how I did it. What a big night it is. Thank you for joining me on Evenings LALATE. If you're just joining me and wondering why I was in darkness, then the reason why is because there's a power outage in Southern California. And so because of the power outage, there will not be a second video tonight. There'll just be this video. What if your wife is sick? Yes, if your family member's sick and you have to stay home and take care of them, up to $1,400 a week. Absolutely. Thank you for the very nice comment, Ira. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Uh, and there you go. The If you have to stay home, will protect. Wow, I can't even read some of the comments. What does the benchmark mean regarding SSI? The benchmark is the following. That's a great question. Every year in December, you get a letter in the mail that says, "Hi, next year we're raising your check, Social Security or SSI or Veterans Benefits, $10 or $20 or $15." What are they doing? They're looking at what happened externally around the country and deciding what to do if your benefits raise them up or raise them down. The benchmark has been a thing that doesn't help people. It just stays flat. So you go to buy milk and eggs and they go up and they go up and they go up. The prices keep on going up and the benchmark's not moving. So Biden and everyone else hates this benchmark because things keep on costing more and the benchmark's flat. Thank you, Ethel, for becoming a Purple Hawk. So they want a new benchmark that goes up as things cost more money. So if it costs more to live, like goods, inflation, you should get paid more as a person on benefits. Very, very simple. Very, very simple concept. That's what the benchmark is. And there we are at the 40. Wow, we went 15 minutes. Incredible. Welcome Ethel to the family. I don't know if I welcome Ethel. Ethel, thank you, Ethel, for becoming a family member. Does it interfere with your UI? No. This is something for benefits only. This is only something for benefits. Remember, the SSI and SSDI has three items. The add-on, $200 a month, the benchmark, which is once a year, and then finally the increase lifetime up to 20%. Those are all three different items. And remember, for the EIDL, someone just asked a question about EIDL. Denial for the loan has nothing to do with the grant. You don't have to have the loan approved or denied to get the grant. It's totally separate for it. And there you go. Thank you for a big night. What it is, scary story time. I think the I think the Instagram room may have locked up, but I don't know if it did. Does your power go out often? No, very rarely. And there you go. So I don't know if there'll be shows tomorrow morning. Let's hope there are. I don't know what's going to happen. Thank you for a big night. Stay informed, stay focused. Thank you for joining for Evenings LA. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've not become a member, click the link at the bottom of this video to become a member. Have a great evening, and I'll see you possibly at 1 a.m. on EIDL, 2 a.m. on unemployment, and then 3 and 3:30 with overnights LA. Have a great evening.